Fee-fi fo-fum.
Big old Cypher, fat and dumb.
What are these two numbskulls doing? Are they out of their mind? Alpha Zeta Zeta, Austin Adams, Hanz Carden, they're trying to blindside and attack Cypher in the ring, and that's not gonna work. Oh wow, who would have thought that Cypher would be against two right here? Huge chop in the corner. My goodness, you can hear that down the interstate. Cypher's gonna make an Alpha Zeta Zeta sandwich. You can't call this man fat and dumb and get away with it. You frat boys can go to a number of classes. You can drink all the booze you want. You can have the frat parties. Oh, for heaven's sakes, he slapped one on top of the other. He made an Alpha Zeta Zeta sandwich, and Cypher now walking around here like a Frankenstein. Competition in Northland Pro Wrestling tonight. Talk about a bizarre bedfellows tag team this should be. Connor Corr making his Northland Pro Wrestling debut to join forces with one of the best strikers and submission specialists around, Doom Montgomery, to do battle against Alpha Zeta Zeta. Who on earth will these fans support in this one? It definitely won't be Alpha Zeta Zeta, considering look how red and purple and blue the chests of Adams and Carden are already after what Cypher did to them earlier. And the casual killer, Adam Stallion, on the side of Doom Montgomery, the serial killer of Northland, here tonight. Any sort of connection there? Well, Connor Corr, if you're not familiar with that individual, the man of a million views, he's a loudmouth. He's wild. He's unconventional. He loves to thrive off of doing crazy things. And right there, he was twisting on the manacles for for a moment. This guy will make people laugh, and he will entertain, and he does things with calculations. Look at the power of Connor Corr lifting and slamming. Down, Austin Adams temporarily for a 1 count. Connor Corr running like madness. Where is he going? He did all that work to stop him 1 time in the back? Well, this guy does take some crazy out-of-control risks for no reason other than to amuse himself, apparently. But there's no doubt about it. If Connor Corr has an opportunity, he will break rules so that himself or Doom Montgomery can get an advantage. And how do you like that? Connor Corr and Doom Montgomery on the same page. Actually slowing down Alpha Zeta Zeta, arguably the #1 contenders for the Northland Tag Team titles currently held by La Sociedad Boricua, who by coincidental circumstances have not been in Northland in a very long time and have not defended the tag team titles as often either. And how you can be the tag team champions not defending the titles in almost a calendar year is almost unfathomable, but it is true. Doom Montgomery trying to go for the chokeout submission here, the triangle choke, and Connor Corr with a devastating double axe handle. A very awkward landing, and Austin Adams stops the count with the rope break, but did Adam Stallion help Austin Adams reach the ropes? Tag team action, Northland Pro Wrestling. This our only tag team match tonight. And Connor Corr with a head of steam knocks down Austin Adams yet again. There's things Connor Corr does inside of the ring that are rather basic, but those basic fundamentals matter, and he has made a name for himself in this region for the better part of several years. So it's not as though this is the first walk in the park for Connor Corr, but then again, I don't think Connor Corr has ever met a tag team quite like Alpha Zeta Zeta, like this. Connor Corr going for the breadbasket. The misdirection attacks by Doom Montgomery and Connor Corr have been very successful thus far, and Austin Adams doesn't know how to defend himself. Now the official has the right to administer a count, and Doom Montgomery listens to the official's instructions and leaves the ring as the tag was made. And there's another tag. Frequent tags being made by the underdog team in this tag team battle. Doom Montgomery, like a zombie, he hops off of a stretcher and he's ready for more. Pro Wrestling and Lucha Libre's most legitimate and lethal striker and submission specialist. The multi-disciplined fighter with dangerous and vicious attacks. The BTK choke will wipe out anybody. Dozens of opponents and hopefuls have fallen and collapsed and suffocated at the hands of Doom Montgomery in the past. And he will strike, he will kick, he will use his knees and elbows to carve people up. And he doesn't mind getting bloody, he doesn't mind getting physical. He's got the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. He's got the Muay Thai, the kickboxing, the MMA skill. He's well trained and conditioned. And it doesn't matter if there's blood on a raincoat. He will change his articles of clothing to keep himself clean. And that was a rather weird, bizarre switch. Did you notice during that tag there was a bit of jaw-jacking between Connor Corr and Doom? I don't think Doom liked what Corr did. And now all of a sudden, Alpha Zeta Zeta has gotten themselves an opportunity to bring the fresh man into the ring. Here is the devastating Hanz Carden, known for the single leg crab. A devastating submission that has made multiple individuals in Northland tap before. Hanz Carden has fought some of the biggest and best in Northland Pro Wrestling and beyond. And he doesn't care if you're a serial killer, an entertainer, a thespian, a musician. He will drop you and he will make you pay. And in between, he'll fraternize with women. He'll drink booze. He'll power lift. He'll talk to himself on the internet for hours on end. That's how much this Hanz Carden loves himself. And he's even insulted me several times. And I will won't even dare repeat what he has said about me in the past. It doesn't need to be repeated. And although Austin Adams and Hanz Carden might be a half step behind ever since Cypher attacked him earlier tonight, now all of a sudden they're getting back on track, and they're doing it against Connor Corr, who many would probably estimate is the weaker of the two on this other team. Stallion, who was successful in his match earlier, trying to cheer on Connor Corr, who is barely hanging in there, barely got his shoulder up, keeping himself alive in this one. Alpha Zeta Zeta looking to dominate their opposition here tonight. The evil frat boys trying to swindle the system by taking advantage of people. They have a history of hazing others. They've had problems with their attitudes, and it is shown in and out of the ring. What a knee lift by Austin Adams, $1 million knee lift. And Connor Corr barely got his right hand clasped on the bottom rope to stop the count. No matter what you want to say about Alpha Zeta Zeta, these individuals are dedicated athletes. They have their diet on point, nutrition, weight training, practicing in the ring. They study hard, they work hard, they play hard. And I think they've learned their lesson in Northland Pro Wrestling before. You cannot underestimate any opponent, any team, at any time. And obviously, they are not letting Connor Corr loose. They are keeping him in tight. They have cut off the ring. They're not letting him anywhere near his partner. Double team death drop on the way by Alpha Zeta Zeta, who some people on this roster have referred to as the As Boys. I guess you can get that confused with another team, but that's another story. Double team spinning death drop. Connor Corr still hanging in there, but there's no one I know in Northland that can survive an Alpha Zeta Zeta double team past a certain period of time and a period of pain threshold. That's my opinion. Hitting the right moves at the right moment in tandem have brought Alpha Zeta Zeta to the dance and have made them one of the most dominant tag teams around right now. Connor Corr missed the ring. Look at that. Running face buster. Almost a bulldog drop. Connor Corr has put down Hanz Carden. And now will Connor Corr be able to tag Doom Montgomery to keep his team alive right here. Connor Corr crawling, trying to reach for the tag. He made the tag. Here's Doom Montgomery. Uh-oh. Austin Adams was waiting for him. Doom landed on his feet. Oh, wow. Kneecap driven right through the sternum of Austin Adams. Trying to miss. Doom ducking and covering and shooting and jabbing everywhere. Kept the hold of Carden in tight, delivered the chop right to the middle of the chest cavity of Hanz was already damaged earlier, and a 2 count right there. Connor Corr tagged back in the ring. It's a running clothesline. You got to admit this is a bit of a shocker, but then again, Cypher did the damage earlier to Alpha Zeta Zeta. So he might have made the AZZ ripe for the pickings right here. Connor Corr in front of Doom Montgomery. All the soldiers are standing simultaneously right here. Why did he do that? He hit his partner. Why was that about? Doom says you're on your own. Oh no, what's this? Oh my, double team flapjacking drop. That's it. Alpha Zeta Zeta win, and the killers are leaving together. Well, the fix was in, and there was no way that Doom was going to help Connor Corr in the long run. They left him to take the fall and to lay flat.